I think the most difficult achievement in all of football might be going back to back in the World Cup. I think that might be the most slept on achievement to do. In fact, it hasn't happened since 1962 when Brazil went back to back in 58 and then the next 4 years. That task is ridiculous. And when you look at the history of the World Cup, it's not a surprise. In fact, in the 2000s, there was something we were calling the World Cup champion curse. 1998, France win their first ever World Cup with Zidane, a young Thierry Henry, Vieira, Desailly. They're expected to go to the next World Cup and dominate. What happens? Group stage exit. We go to 2006 now. Italy win the World Cup. Again, with a great defense. Buffon, Cannavaro, we can't forget Materazzi, Pirlo pulling the strings. 4 years later, what happens? They go to South Africa and they finish bottom of a group with New Zealand. The World Cup curse strikes again. That same World Cup was won by Spain, one of the most dominant national teams we have ever seen. And to that point, a team that had won the Euros, the World Cup, the Euros, and entering the next World Cup went in again as favorites. What happened? Eliminated at the group stage again. That World Cup, as we know, was won by Germany. Great team. Everyone knowing their place. Ozil, Thomas Muller, Miroslav Klose breaking the record. 4 years later, group stage elimination. It seemed like whoever won the World Cup just could not get it done 4 years later. And I think it paints the whole picture as to why it's so difficult to repeat as World Cup champions. Champions League, Premier League, it happens every single season. You can go to war with the same squad, the same group of players. But a World Cup, 4 years, so much changes in that period of time. Players that might have been in their peak 4 years earlier suddenly go to the next World Cup and they could be completely out of form. They could have had a major injury. They could just be dwindling in their career. At the same time, too, for other nations, new young players coming in their place. I think when we talk about the hardest achievements, this might just be the very toughest one. It's crazy because Mbappe almost shocked the world and did it for the first time since 1962. But the ultimate challenge lies for Argentina. 4 years after the last World Cup, can they be the first side since Brazil to repeat as world champions?